The purl stitch is the second stitch you learn as a beginning knitter. Combined with the knit stitch, the purl stitch is a great way to add patterns to almost any knitting project. On my needle here, I have 10 stitches cast on for demonstration. You can see on this side of my work, there are these squiggly lines back and forth that almost look like garter stitch. But if you look at the other side of the work, you see all these little V's. So this is actually called stockinette stitch. It's the most common combination of knit and purl stitches in knitting. So on the right side of your work, you'll see these V's, and on the right side of your work, you'll knit. And the wrong side of the work, you'll purl. So let me show you how to work the purl stitch. We're on the wrong side, which we know because of all these squiggly lines. We're going to bring the working tail of our yarn towards us. Next, we'll grab our bare needle and insert it into the front of the first stitch on the left-hand needle instead of inserting to the back like we would if we were knitting. So we insert it forming an X in the front, wrap our yarn over, going toward ourselves and around, and we swing that yarn away through that first loop and sweep the first loop off our needles. Again, form an X going through the front of the loop, wrap your yarn around, swing it away. Bring your needle through the front, wrap, swing it away. Front, wrap, swing it away. And once you get used to this motion, just like with the knit stitch that we've already learned, this gets really comfortable and becomes like second nature. Now we're at the end of the row. And just like always, when we're working flat like this, we'll turn our work like we're turning the page of the book. And now we're back to the right side of our work. So on this side, we're going to knit, and on the wrong side, we will purl. So I just showed you how to work a knit stitch and a purl stitch combined to form stockinette stitch. You can knit purl stitch all by itself, but if you work row after row of just purl stitch, you'll end up with garter stitch, just like if you worked row after row of just knit stitch. So just keep that in mind as you continue to learn how to knit.